What truly happens after our last breath? Have you ever taken a moment to reflect on this? The true significance of life after death is a question that has crossed centuries, challenging the barriers of religions and dogmas. For many, what lies beyond is a profound mystery, wrapped in shadows of uncertainty and fear. But what if I told you that Allan Kardec, one of Brazil's greatest mediums, can light the way with his intriguing revelations? He invites us to question the beliefs we accept without doubt and opens a space for new understandings of existence. Allan Kardec, with his warm presence and messages of love, revealed that death is, in fact, a transition, a passage. When we leave our physical bodies, we are welcomed into a new reality, surrounded by spiritual beings who guide us. Imagine this moment as if you are crossing a veil that separates the visible from the invisible, feeling enveloped in bonds of love that never break. These ties keep us connected even beyond life. Emotions play a vital role in this process. Everything we feel and experience here shapes our experience in the afterlife. Feelings of love and charity elevate us, while fears and grievances can trap us in cycles of suffering. Life doesn't end. It merely transforms. And Chico teaches us that the lessons we learn remain, guiding us toward what comes next. Through his messages, he unveils hidden revelations about life after death, demonstrating that the continuity of existence unfolds in spiritual dimensions filled with possibilities. Are we ready to see beyond the veil, to understand that the spiritual journey continues, offering the chance to evolve and love intensely, regardless of time or space? This is the essence of the true meaning of life after death, a deep invitation to reflect on our own bonds and experiences. If each of us could embrace this wisdom, perhaps death would cease to be an end and instead become a new beginning. Are you prepared for this journey? Imagine for a moment that you are about to embark on a magical and transformative journey, one that takes place after your last breath. How would you feel leaving behind the weight of your physical body? The transition of the soul is a beautiful and profound mystery, a moment that can be as frightening as it is intriguing. What really happens when life fades away? When the soul separates, an incredible change occurs. It's as if you are letting go of an anchor and starting to float in a vast ocean of light. In this moment, everything you once knew dissolves, and it is in this space, free from limitations, that the opportunity for spiritual embrace arises. Who are you, really? The experiences and lessons you carry become fleeting, while the light of love shines brightly, guiding your soul to the next phase. Just like a bird preparing to fly, your soul, upon leaving the body, may discover the acceptance it has always sought. The bonds you formed in life do not break. Rather, they become threads of love, connecting you to others, crossing the line that separates the physical from the spiritual. Have you ever stopped to think about how eternal love can lead us to dimensions of understanding beyond any pain? As the soul travels, intense emotions may arise. Fear, joy, regret. All of these can be felt deeply on the journey. Each emotion plays a vital role, forming a map that guides the soul in its ascent. This is a moment of letting go, where embracing past experiences allows you to grow. Do you realize how each experience has been a step on the staircase called life? This is an invitation to reflect on your own transformation. How do you feel about death and what comes after? The transition of the soul is not an end, but a new beginning, where each lesson reflects a new way of being. By embracing this truth, you discover that the great transition may be the key that opens doors to true freedom and understanding. When we think about death, it may seem like everything falls apart, and the bonds we've built are broken. But what if I told you that death is merely an illusion, a temporary separation? One of the deepest teachings left by Allan Kardec is that love transcends death, uniting souls across dimensions and time. Imagine your life story and the emotional ties you have created. Picture them as invisible strings connecting you to every person you love. This connection does not vanish when physical life ends. In fact, it is precisely in that apparent disconnect that the true essence of love shines brighter than ever. The love we feel is a powerful energy that can break through any barrier. It's like a light that never goes out, even in the darkest moments. Chico often spoke about the continuity of love and the importance of nurturing these bonds while we're here. When you depart, your soul is welcomed by those you have loved. They are not just shadows of the past, but living energy, vibrating at a frequency that only love can create. Have you ever wondered what happens to those we love after death? Many accounts clarify this. Love is a link that keeps us united, opening doors to moments of reunion and reconciliation. And what about death? It transforms into a portal, not an end, but a new phase where affections remain intact. It's as if everything we shared is engraved in our souls, and those memories never fade. Being aware of this enduring love can change the way you live. The emotions we experience here, gratitude, happiness, the lessons learned, continue to exist even when the physical form disappears. What truly matters is not just what we leave behind, but how we nurture those connections while we are here. If death is a passage, imagine the beauty that can exist on the other side, where bonds do not break but become stronger. There is no separation, only the continuity of love. Each goodbye can be seen as a "see you later," an invitation to remember that the true essence of being is intertwined with the love we share. This is, after all, the greatest revelation of life and death. Have you ever stopped to think about how emotions shape your life here in this world? Now imagine crossing the line between life and realizing that these same feelings play a vital role in what comes next. Emotions serve as a type of GPS, guiding the soul through the mysteries of the beyond. Everything you felt, love, sadness, anger, accompanies you in this transition. As the soul separates from the body, it doesn't leave its emotions behind. Instead, it carries them forward. If you have lived surrounded by love and gratitude, that vibrant energy will light your path. However, if sadness or regret have been your constant companions, their shadows might cloud your vision during this passage, turning this journey into a greater challenge. It's as if when crossing into another dimension, the soul has a mirror that reflects not just what you did, but how you felt throughout your life. Every emotion, every tear, and every smile are etched in your spiritual memory. Love, besides being the force that connects souls, becomes a beacon lighting the way for those who have departed. This love transcends death, proving that the bonds we create here are not broken, but continue to pulse in another frequency. Think of your emotions as seeds planted in the ground. They grow and develop in other dimensions, shaping the environment around you. The freedom to let go of heavy emotions can open doors to spaces filled with light and understanding. By freeing yourself from fear, resentment, or guilt, you may realize that these feelings are just shadows of who you truly are. As you reflect on your life, understand that every feeling matters. The emotions you nurture now, whether it's love for someone or a passion for life, will create the landscape in which your soul will dwell in the afterlife. Your heart, therefore, is a powerful compass guiding you. So how about cultivating love, compassion, and gratitude? After all, in doing so, you not only transform your experience in this life, but also enrich the journey of your being beyond it. What truly happens to your soul after death? Join me as we explore the secrets revealed by Allan Kardec, one of Brazil's greatest mediums. He brought messages that resonate deeply within our ancestral wisdom. Now open your mind to hear what the beyond has to share with us. The transition of the soul, this sacred moment, is like passing through a delicate veil. Imagine walking across a rainbow. On the other side, light shines beautifully, welcoming you with love. This is how the soul is received, wrapped in an energy that speaks of the continuity of life, even after leaving the body. This process feels like a warm embrace that leads you to the spiritual home. Think about the bonds you've created in life, the ones that don't break when the physical body departs. Love is the bridge that connects you to those who have gone before. Ask yourself, is separation real or merely an illusion created by our fears? If love is eternal, then the ties we have with those we cherish also endure beyond space and time. The emotions you carry through life form a map for your experiences in the afterlife. Happiness, sadness, and even fears become companions on your journey. Here comes the powerful message. Releasing these emotions instead of bottling them up can illuminate your path and unveil truths that challenge our conventional understanding of death. Allan Kardec, in channeling the voices from beyond, speaks about hidden revelations that show life continues in spiritual dimensions. These messages can be like pearls of wisdom scattered across a vast ocean. You might wonder, are these truths hidden in plain sight for all of us? Spirituality isn't a burden, but an invitation to discover. Each insight presents new possibilities, like flowers blooming in a beautiful garden. Being open to these secrets can offer you a richer, more meaningful life, challenging everything you've been taught thus far. By embracing these revelations, you find a path of transformation and deeper understanding of life after death. What have you deciphered from what Chico shared? The truths are there, waiting to be uncovered by you. Awaken to these mysteries and let the hidden wisdom of the beyond guide your journey. What do you think happens to life when the body ceases to exist? What if I told you that, according to Allan Kardec, life transforms into new forms, much like a beautiful dance in a vast spiritual hall? He believed that death is not an end, but a point of passage, an invitation to explore various spiritual dimensions where the soul continues its journey. Imagine that upon leaving this world, you free yourself from the constraints of your physical body and enter a space where everything is interconnected. Chico's vision is clear. Life does not disappear. It merely changes location, as if we are switching rooms in an eternal house. Upon arriving in this new environment, you are welcomed with love, just like a child returning home. The souls that have transcended are there, waiting to guide you. Chico teaches us that this continuity of life is filled with bonds of love that never dissolve. These connections are like invisible threads linking us together, even when we exist in different dimensions. Love knows no boundaries, and thus, you will realize that your loved ones are still close by, manifesting in new ways. They vibrate at a different frequency, yet they are always ready to send you positive energy and support. Moreover, emotions play a crucial role in this experience. Our joys, sorrows, and intentions shape the realities we encounter. If you depart with a light heart full of love, that is the kind of energy you will find in your new home. an illuminated and welcoming place that reflects the kindness with which you lived. On the other hand, if you leave this world burdened by grievances, fears, and regrets, those emotions may follow you. However, even then, Chico shows us that there is always an opportunity to learn and grow. To free yourself from these constraints, each dimension offers a chance for transformation and evolution. Finally, the mysteries surrounding life after death are vast and fascinating. There is so much beauty and wisdom waiting for those who dare to look beyond the veil of death. From the ways souls embrace each other to the lessons shared, every moment spent in other dimensions is like putting on a new pair of glasses, where everything becomes more vivid and clear. Allow yourself to feel this connection and begin to see death not as an end, but as a grand rebirth. After all, life continues in many forms and across various dimensions. How do you feel when you think about death? Is it fear, sadness, or perhaps a sense of relief? Most people view death as an ending, but what if I told you that it is actually a portal? A portal of learning and light, guiding us towards new understandings and growth. Death is not just a goodbye. It is a transition, a passage to something greater. Imagine death as a door between two worlds. When we cross through this door, we do not get lost in the dark. Instead, we are welcomed by radiant light. This light represents the love we receive from our departed loved ones, who guide us along this new path. Each life experience, each emotion lived, becomes an important lesson, a key to understanding what lies beyond. And what about our emotions? They are powerful. Our emotions can serve as beacons in the darkness. If you learn to love unconditionally, that light will shine even brighter when the moment of transition arrives. But if fear and doubt take hold, they can cast shadows that obscure your path. Coping with grief and loss can be challenging, yet it is also an opportunity to learn about ourselves and how interconnected we are with everything and everyone around us. Every moment of this journey, from the last breath and beyond, is part of a grand learning experience. What can you discover about yourself by exploring these feelings? It's essential to realize that the sense of separation we feel is an illusion. The love we have for those who have left us never fades. They remain with us in some form, helping us grow and understand. How do you feel when you wake up on a beautiful day, looking out the window and witnessing the wonders of the world? That gentle feeling can be a gentle nudge towards the spirituality that exists in our daily lives, even when we don't notice it. Life is like a vast book of stories where each page holds a lesson, a connection to something greater. It is in this realm of discovery that we find the message from Allan Kardec. Chico, a master of conveying love and compassion, teaches us that spirituality is not something distant or incomprehensible. It is a presence that envelops us, even in the simplest tasks of our day-to-day lives. When you embrace someone, you feel the warmth of love. This love transcends the visible connecting souls through an invisible thread. It is this bond that keeps people united, even when they seem separated. Take a moment to reflect. How can you bring this spiritual connection into your life? As you walk down the street, notice the beauty of the nature around you. Every flower, every chirping bird sings the song of life. By stopping to appreciate these little moments, you open a pathway to realize that every being, every interaction is woven into a tapestry of love and learning. In his messages, Chico also speaks about the power of emotions. When you feel joy, sadness, or even anxiety, recognize that these emotions are guides. They can show you what needs to be healed and understood, transforming pain into wisdom. It is in accepting and experiencing these emotions that your soul finds growth and evolution. Spirituality invites us to reflect. By meditating on your experiences, you connect with your deepest essence. See life not as a cycle of ups and downs, but as an opportunity to learn, grow, and love through every interaction. In this way, each step becomes lighter, each choice clearer. Even challenging moments transform into valuable lessons. Imagine that each day is a small portal leading you to a deeper understanding of what it truly means to exist. Embrace the invitation to explore your spirituality in the simplicity of life. What could be more beautiful than knowing that everything you do, no matter how small, resonates through all dimensions of existence? Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed regarding life after death. Looking at all this, what truly changes within you? What if death isn't a final destination, but rather a magical portal guiding us to new experiences? By understanding the hidden truths about what happens after we leave this world, we can view life in a completely different light. Consider the transformations that arise when you realize you are not alone. The souls we love and have lost remain by our side, just in dimensions we cannot see. The love you feel is a bridge that doesn't break. It extends through time and space. Every emotion you experience carries weight, an echo that shapes your spiritual journey after life. And these emotions don't vanish with the body. Instead, they transform and intertwine with the fabric of your spiritual reality. When you comprehend the continuity of life, you can start viewing daily challenges as opportunities for spiritual growth. Each difficulty you face is an invitation to learn, a chance to expand your soul into dimensions you've yet to explore. Don't let the fear of death cloud your vision of life. Instead, allow this knowledge to illuminate your path, like a guiding light on a starry night. Now I invite you to take action. Take a deep breath and begin a sincere reflection on your beliefs and experiences. What have you learned about love, loss, and the continuity of life? How can you apply this knowledge to your everyday life? By doing so, you not only open yourself up to new understandings, but also connect more deeply with your own essence. If this dialogue, inspired by the wisdom from beyond, has touched your heart, I invite you to continue this journey. Subscribe to the channel, share your thoughts, and let's explore more about the mysteries that surround life and the beyond together. The path of self-discovery is long and filled with beauty. Let's walk it together.